Aren't you tired of men disappointing you? Like, how many times are you gonna lower your standards for a man who still can't even reach them? If you're sick of giving him another chance, sick of begging him to change, sick of situationship, then you came to the right place at the right time. Because this video is not just advice, it's your wake-up call. It's finally time to stop crying over a shitty man and start realizing what's really going on. Because what do you mean you cried over a man? What do you mean you're stressed over a man? Whatever that is, stop it. It's bad for the family. Okay, I'm gonna say something really mean right now, so if you're sensitive, don't scroll. Stay anyway. It's gonna save your life. Is having a boyfriend is embarrassing now? Oh, yes. If your boyfriend is embarrassing, and if he's embarrassing, that means you're embarrassing. Basically, if your man sucks, you suck. Okay, let me explain why before you come for me. The men who come into your life are just a reflection of who you are. In relationships, you don't attract what you want. You attract who you are. People mirror your self-concept. If you see yourself as unworthy, you'll unconsciously gravitate toward men who confirm that belief. I explained this in my last video when I was talking about how the lucky girl syndrome actually works. Your brain is constantly searching for confirmation of who you believe you are. So if you see yourself as confident and valuable, you'll automatically attract people who treat you that way. They reflect your inner world right back to you, like a mirror. Humans subconsciously sense the energy of others. When you're healed, grounded, and peaceful, you attract people who feel the same. Calm, stable, secure. So chaotic energy doesn't resonate with you anymore. Emotionally unstable man won't even feel attractive to you. But when your own energy is messy, when you're used to chaos, drama, anxiety, you start to vibrate on the same frequency. You attract what feels familiar, not what's actually good for you. So your mind mistakes chaos for chemistry, because that's what feels familiar to you. That's why you keep saying yes to men full of red flags. But when someone nice and emotionally stable shows up, you're like, wait, he's too good to be true. He must be hiding something. No, bestie, he's just normal. You're just not used to peace. You gotta flip that mindset. Your default setting should be, of course he's a good man. He should be. Why would it be with a douchebag? Adopt this like duh mindset. Like duh, of course he's fine as hell. Like duh, of course he's 10 out of 10. Like duh, of course he's royal. Like I always say, gaslight yourself. Believe you're the most worthy, most beautiful creature to ever exist. Feels fake? Sounds unreal? Girl, I know you're good at believing in unreal things. You believed your dumbass ex more than anything and gave him what, like 10 chances? So if you could believe him, you can totally believe yourself. You got some skills here. We're just switching the target. Use that same tactic to your advantage. And here's another thing. Use men as mirrors. They're literally walking, talking mirrors. The men in your life reflect your standards, your mindset, your energy, everything, which perfectly explains my line, if your man sucks, you suck. This rule applies to anyone in your life, regardless of gender. You can tell almost everything about a person just by looking at who they hang around with. So stop wondering why you always end up with a douchebag and complaining about it. Control the situation. Use it as a wake-up call to level up. Ask yourself why you keep repeating the same pattern. Is it trauma? A limiting belief? Maybe you've been influenced by toxic advice. Whatever that is, find it and fix it. And shift into your Baddie mindset by gaslighting yourself. So, according to Vogue, is having a boyfriend is embarrassing now? Yes, if your boyfriend is embarrassing. But tell me, who's actually more embarrassing? Your toxic, dumbass, shitty boyfriend? Or you, the one who still decided to be with him, knowing he's a piece of shit? Someone who's dumb versus someone who still decided to be with him. If you're with a douchebag, it means you don't have any standards. Like, literally. You don't take care of yourself. You don't have boundaries. You let chaos into your life. You don't respect yourself. And you have no control over it. Sounds so dramatic, right? But this is the mindset I live by, and it's never disappointed me. Next. You're mothering him instead of dating him. Ugh, you guys are gonna love this one. You're mothering him instead of dating him. You're trying so hard to level up your man. You teach him manners, how to dress properly, how to plan for his future, how to act like a man instead of a fucking kid. You're giving him free life coaching, free therapy, all in one package. Like a mom preparing her son for Yale. Like a mom who thinks her baby boy is the best boy in the world. Well, I don't blame her though. Every mother thinks her own child is beautiful, even if he's got a face only a mother could love. The point is, you're raising him, not dating him. You know what happens after? As soon as you turn that D-level man into a B+ man, he disappears. He gives his upgraded version to the next girl, the one who is mothering him. Because the longer you keep teaching him, he stops seeing you as a woman and starts seeing you as a mother figure. So after all that effort, all that coaching, you didn't become his dream girl. You became his mother. Oh my god, so true. What do you do? What do you do now? Here's the solution. Stop raising men. Find one who's already grown. A partner, not a project. And if there's no mature men around you, stay single. Please, I'm begging you, just stay single. Don't lower your standards. They wouldn't meet them anyway. If you're really gonna lower them, you'd have to drop them like at least 3 times. But seriously, do you wanna do all that just to get a man? You regret it. Just focus on yourself, level up, and attract an A+ man. Soon, what's an A+ man? Okay, so I made the perfect formula for you guys. This one's way more useful than anything you learned in math class, so take notes. So we've got a D man here. D for dumbass man, delusional man, drain your energy man. Those men bring chaos, stress, broke energy into your life. Not your man. Next. C for confused man, chaos man, clueless man. He gives mixed signals, has no dreams and goals, and is emotionally unstable. Not your man. Next. B for bully that man. He's trying his potential but still questionable and needs mommy energy. Definitely not your man. You gotta be careful with this B-type man because they can look like A. They don't have any big red flags. He's not a total piece of shit. He's not a 2 out of 10. He's like 5 or 6. But these in-between guys slowly eat away at your peace. So even when he keeps doing stupid shit, you keep convincing yourself, well, at least he's kind. Well, at least he's trying. Well, that's exactly how you get stuck. So be careful with them. Bully that man. Definitely not your man. You don't go for potential. You go for proof. And then we got the A. A for adult, authentic, and ambitious. Those men are emotionally mature, stable, and provide peace, not problems. Approved. And then we got the A+. A+ for already healed, abundant, amazing. They lead with confidence and respect. Safe energy. Approved. BCD type man all come with stress, confusion, and zero emotional stability. We don't date BCD. We only say yes to A and A+ man, okay? They bring easy, safety, peace, and love. The rest, let evolution handle them or their mama. Ladies, remember this. A man without confidence will take yours. A man without peace will take yours. A man without money will take yours. Oh, he's hurt. I can fix him. I can change him. No, he's not hurt. His parents just didn't teach him manners. You can't fix him and you don't change him. You don't change the man. Change your mindset. If that thought ever pops into your head, it means you're bored. He's not attractive at all. He's just there and you're bored. You don't need a man. You need a hobby. Alright, repeat after me. I don't change the man. It's bad for the family. Repeat this sentence again and again. Educating and raising him, that's his mom's job. That part should have been done at home, not in your relationship. You're his girlfriend. You're not his teacher and definitely not his mom. So if he's acting like a fucking kid who still needs to be educated, you toss him back to his mama and leave. That's not your responsibility anymore. There are already great men out there who want to provide, who want to make your life easier. But to attract those men, you need to work on yourself first. Everything starts with you. You want a better job? Work on yourself. A better body? Work on yourself. More money? Work on yourself. I always tell myself, so if you want to hire an A player, you need to be an A player first. I've been leveling up like crazy, guys. I take care of my health, my mindset, my beauty, my whole wellness. I focus on self-improvement every single day. I've cut out all the toxic people. I keep my energy in check. Like, I'm amazing. I literally want to date myself. If you date me, you're the luckiest person on earth. That's how confident and proud I am. And I want you to feel the same way, because that's your birthright. Baddie, you're gorgeous, you're smart, you can literally change your whole life. I'm trying to be an A player so I can hire an A player, which basically means I'm becoming the best version of myself so I can attract the best people into my life. I'm sending out the energy I want to receive, so the universe can send it right back to me. So if you're at C or D right now, level up to A, because A's attract A's. Next. A man doesn't have to provide for a woman. Wow, this is so true. A man doesn't have to provide for a woman, but he can. And I'll simply choose the one who can. Like I said, I invest in myself a lot. I've poured so much time, effort, and energy into becoming the best version of myself. And I'm still leveling up. Tomorrow, I'll be even more better. Next week, even more amazing. I know my worth. And I'm not giving this work of art to someone who doesn't see my value or can't match what I'm asking for. When I say I want a man who provides, I'm not just talking about money, that's the bare minimum. I'm also talking about maturity, stability, leadership, effort. A man with real masculine energy, so I can stay in my feminine energy. Not a guy who can't even plan a date or doesn't know basic manners. That's the difference between a boy and a man. When a man is confident, mature, and emotionally stable, he doesn't get triggered by the idea of providing. He's not scared of women who have standards. He actually likes it because he knows he can meet them. It's always the insecure, broke, emotionally unstable ones who start yelling, "Women only want money, gold diggers." Like, calm down, nobody's digging your $12 bank account. A real man doesn't see providing as losing something. He sees it as protecting his woman. But you can't expect him to give you everything while you're doing nothing. That's not how it works, because it's not your dad. You've got to be a good person to meet a good person. You've got to work on yourself too. You need to learn how to communicate like an adult instead of yelling. You need to learn how to control your emotions, how to respect other people, educate yourself, read more books, stay in shape, work on your beauty, your health, your career, and your money. And I promise, once you do that, your love life will become much safer and easier. A few years ago, I didn't work on myself at all. I didn't have any dreams and goals. I was stuck in a negative mindset. I didn't read a single book. I didn't work out. I was constantly eating junk food and watching TikTok, YouTube all day. And of course, I kept attracting shitty boys. My love life was a mess because I truly believed all men are the same. But once I fixed that mindset, once I started focusing on myself, everything changed. I began attracting only good men, and my love life became so much easier. So now, I don't settle for less. Like, ever. I know my worth. I know how much effort I've put into myself. So I'm comfortable, confident, and genuinely at peace. No matter who I meet, no matter where I go, my default setting is confidence and peace. So no, I don't feel bad for asking for what I want. If someone says you're too much, I just smile and go, okay, well, your maximum is someone's minimum. So please work on yourself first, because once you do, you'll never have to chase love or validation again. It'll just find you naturally. Next. If he says this word, he's broke. Okay, this is something I learned from my own experience, so take it as a little reference. Rich men never call you a gold digger. Only broke men do. Men who call women gold diggers are 9 times out of 10 in survival mode. They're either not rich, just trying to look rich, or they used to be broke and suddenly got rich. So now they're terrified to losing it again. I've never heard a rich man complain about spending money on his girlfriend or his wife. They're always like, of course I can take care of them, but never gold digger. But to be honest, the only man I've ever heard say that word are those podcast dudes. They're always gossiping for hours, having their little girly moments in front of the mic. Guys, I'm genuinely impressed by their gossiping skills. They gossip better than I do. So use that word as a filter. You say gold digger, I hear broke. The real ones, their brain don't even work that way. Providing is their default setting. So paying for a woman doesn't trigger them. What do you mean you're scared of women taking your money? What do you mean women will make you broke? Why are you so afraid of them? It's because of your lack of finance. I can literally hear your wallet screaming for help. Like your wallet is so insecure. But if you can't provide for a woman, that's okay. You can work on your finances or go find a woman who's okay with 50-50. But just know this. Calling a woman a gold digger just because she wants a financially stable man is immature and disrespectful behavior. It only shows you're a boy, not a man. I think a woman's beauty is like a man's wealth. A man doesn't want an unattractive woman, right? He wants a beautiful one, and he's not ashamed to admit it. No one blames a man for wanting a beautiful woman. But the second a woman wants a man with money, suddenly she's a gold digger. But like I said, you don't have to pay for everything. I'll just simply choose the one who can. Next, to all the girls out there looking for a man to love them. I need someone to love me. I'm looking for someone who truly loves me. If you're looking for someone to love you, if you're going out looking for validation from another person besides yourself, that's like the most embarrassing thing in the entire world. All I hear is insecurity and desperation instead of romance. Girl, what do you mean you're looking for someone to love you? What do you mean you need someone else to feel loved? It's just like loneliness. If you don't feel whole within yourself, if you don't feel love within yourself, you'll always end up looking for it in someone else. It's like being trapped, stuck in a loop. And only you can get yourself out of it. And there are so many people who want a partner just because they're bored, because nothing exciting is happening in their life. I've been there, and that was the shittiest relationship I've ever had. Never again. I had no boundaries, no standards. I was just with him because I was bored. After that relationships, I was just disgusted by people in general. Girl, you need strong boundaries and high standards. I learned that the hard way. They're gonna protect you from shitty experiences. They say experience is important, but there's some experiences that you just don't need to go through. And having strong boundaries and high standards will protect you from them. You need to know what kind of man you want and actually learn how to say no to the ones who don't meet your standards. For example, we don't say yes to a random guy who wants a situationship, who only calls you at night, who doesn't have a provider mindset, or says, I'm not looking for anything serious. Those lines are classic BCD type men behavior. When you're dealing with those BCD type men, you're literally trading your peace for stress. Like, girl, you just bought yourself stress and chaos for free. Like, why? Your life is that boring? Then go find something else to stress about, like global warming or a giraffe. Because every time I see a giraffe, I freak out. How can a living creature have a neck that long? A unicorn makes more sense. Or just stress other people out, because balance is important. But definitely not over a man. It's just not worth it. No good man? Stay single. I'm gonna tell you why it's actually smarter to stay single when there's no good men around you. Because once you understand up here, it's easy to control here. When you stay single, you can put all energy, time, and effort into yourself. No chaos, no drama, no stress, just you. And that's the best way to level yourself up. You just lock in. You can build the body you want, you can start your business, you can heal your trauma, and you can become the A+ woman. Yes, we've got a formula for women too. D for dumbass, dramatic bitches, don't even talk to me. C for crazy, chaos, chihuahua energy. Those bitches always gossip about other people. They just can't shut up for a second, barking 24/7 like a chihuahua. And then we got a B. B for be better. Push yourself harder, because you're about to reach A level. And then we got A. A for amazing. Ain't no way this woman is real. And finally, A+. A+ for another level woman, literally a goddess. A-level women know their worth, work hard on themselves, have a positive mindset, high standards, and strong boundaries. They've mastered the art of taking care of themselves. Once you've leveled up to A, you'll never have to settle for less, and you won't even want to. Because when you've poured that much effort into yourself, you know your worth. You're healed. You're confident in your own body. You have positive mindset now. So why on earth would you lower your standards for someone else? With or without it, you already feel whole. That wholeness is within you now. So you don't go out looking for validation in the wrong places. With it or without it, you're good. So you're like, if you don't meet my standards, don't talk to me, don't bother me. And I genuinely believe everyone, regardless of gender, needs this phase in life. A season of focusing only on yourself, not relying on anyone else. Just you. But if you're constantly looking for someone just because you're lonely, you're never gonna feel okay by yourself. You think being with someone will fix that loneliness, right? That's the biggest lie ever. If you don't learn how to handle loneliness on your own, no matter how many people you meet, that emptiness will never go away. And if being with someone suddenly makes your loneliness disappear, that's actually a bigger problem, because now you're becoming dependent on them. And the second they leave, you'll start to feel anxious again, like a dog sitting in front of the door waiting for its owner. Why doesn't he text me back? Why doesn't he call me back? That's chaos. We don't do that. So you've got to lock the fuck in and learn how to beat loneliness yourself. So here's what I did to beat my loneliness. Going out alone. At first, it's gonna feel a little awkward, like everyone's watching you. They're not, by the way. But the more you do it, the more you'll love it. You start to enjoy spending time with yourself, getting to know who you really are, and the freedom that comes with it. You don't have to plan around anyone else. You can go wherever you want, eat whatever you want. That's the freedom. You just do whatever you want, whenever you want. And I freaking love the feeling. Like, I'm super bossy, I'm such a control freak. So when I get to do whatever I want, I can literally feel dopamine rushing through my whole body. Maybe that's why I love YouTube so much. Because here, I control everything. The music, the script, the edit, when to post, everything. So if you're a control freak like me, you're gonna love going out by yourself. I promise. Second, going to the gym. That honestly changed my life. You don't have to be a gym rat or go 5 times a week. Just keep working out as part of your lifestyle. Stay fit. Stay healthy. Many successful people emphasize the importance of health. And there is a reason. A healthy body builds a healthy mindset. And once you start feeling that progress, the sense of getting healthier and stronger, you get obsessed with it. You start craving more growth, more improvement, and suddenly you don't even have time to feel lonely anymore. Okay, the third one is kind of extreme, but make your life so busy that you literally don't even have time to feel lonely. Sign up for Pilates, join a book club, a running club. Try everything. Just make yourself super busy. So busy that you're like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I need at least 10 bodies to handle all that. But make sure you're doing it with people. Put yourself in situations where you have to show up. Because unless you've got super strong willpower, promises you make to yourself don't last that long. But when you make commitments with a group, the chances of you keeping it up get way higher. Because showing up becomes part of your responsibility. The last one. Start your own thing. It could be YouTube, a blog, or a small business, just something that's completely yours. 4 years ago, I actually made money from blogging. That was my thing. I put all my time and energy into it, and the more it grew, the more fun it got. I didn't even have time to feel lonely because I was so focused on building something I loved. Every single day felt exciting, and now it's YouTube for me. Guys, I've been locked in on growing my channel, and I'm obsessed. That's all I think about all day, all night, all week, all year. Okay, let me show you something. I actually found this screenshot I took back in March. I only had 2,181 subscribers back then. Now I've got over 42k, and it's growing faster than ever. I'm getting better at everything too, so there's literally no room left to slack off, be lazy, or feel lonely. But remember, girls, all of this is just what worked for me. The best advice for someone can be the worst advice for someone else. You can be an angel to one person and a total bitch to other. There's no right or wrong. So it's important to find who you are and what works for you. It's all up to you. And I'll keep working with you to keep motivated and to remind you how many good things still exist in the world. School might teach you math, science, and English, but it doesn't teach you the important stuff about life. So I want to be that guide for you, someone who helps you see the world a little bit wider. I want to give you more options, more perspectives by sharing my own story, all of the mistakes I've made, all the lessons I've learned, and show you how still I'm growing along the way. That's what I believe is the real job of every grown-up. That's what all adults should do. It's our duty to the next generation. So yeah, you're amazing. My girls are amazing. You start to vibrate. You attract people. 1-2 doesn't resonate with you. So chaotic energy doesn't resonate with you. You start to vibrate on. You attract what feels familiar. You believed your dumbass ex more than anything. You've got to be a good person to be a good person.